On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down, Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. It's caught. Back up. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down, Green
Our
Bay.
game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was the passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this could be true. Offensive lineman.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Touchdown,
Nick Chubb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Block now on 1st down. Finding Knox there, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Complete to Dawson.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Right,
call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Block working out of the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
41-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now a play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Intercepted.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 in his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
8 more yards.
Big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about in the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, defensive skills.
Second down and goal. Lock. They'll roll it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Marlon Davidson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Lock. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Texans 7, Packers 6. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And off comes to Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Gain on the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brought down at the 45.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Darnold completes it, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
A gain of 9.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And all this Texans defense are all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
On the tackle. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Green Bay. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Texans 7. Packers 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. Being chased out left. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete to Gisley, the tight end. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 31-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Mixon on the toss right. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
7-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Cameron
Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Made back at the 44.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
It's caught by OBJ. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And a Packer.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Chubb.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold down to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16, Texans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Number 28.
What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Forced out to his left. He's going to keep it again. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marlon Davidson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Shotgun snap to Lock. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. We still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
All day, dog. Check out.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Mike 52. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Clock now to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, watch the slant.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
The tackle made back.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
28-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the gun to give to Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He's had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs. They'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Darnold. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller is thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, and he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And a loose football, and the Texans scoop it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Locke taking the snap at 1. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Set.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Adrian Colbert. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Touchdown, Texans.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about this fix, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ted's perfect on the
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Block. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, his coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Nick Chubb.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. That's caught. Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
At the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Throwing again is Darnold. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Packers on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Well, designed for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And all the way down to the 29.
That's good for a
big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
39-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
56 is the mic. Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
1-yard pickup.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Block working out of the gun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Packer first down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Let's go, Abby. Let's go, Abby. Tell me what you got. What you got, Abby? Lady. Give me some. Give me some, lady. Shoot.
Now Darnold. Quickly into the hands of Baker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Complete to
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. It off for Chubb. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a game.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
The tackle made at the
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
Following the fumble recovery. Block. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
Texans 20. Packers 19. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong, you don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Complete.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 10.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of
11 more on that one and another first down.
First down.
He finds his target, Beckham. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Green Bay.
He'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
A gain of a yard.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third will win. And his kick is indeed good. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.
20.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Green Bay, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.